Hello there, Site42 staff, as well as those of you from the greater SCP Foundation community. Welcome to another Coffee Break with Dr. Sherman, a subsidiary of the Dr. Sherman's Anomalous broadcasts from Site42. As always, I'm Dr. Theron Sherman, director of Site42. I'm here to answer your questions with an open-door policy. Do you want to know about the anomalies we contain, the groups of interest who rival our views on what to do with the anomalous, the fantastic anomalous containment staff that work for the Foundation? Or do you have hypothetical questions about anomalies that are not part of the SCP Foundation universe, but you would still like to know how we would handle them if we were to rough them up? Well, that is what I'm here to answer to the best of my ability today. Bunny Lover, Smallish Games, Dr. Puppeteer, Frogman, Shiny Luxray, Silent Follower, Edward, Jonathan. Good to see you in the chat, and thank you for being members. Momo, Agatha, and the Forest Eyes, good to see you in the chat, just for being you. And right off the bat, Epic Fire Dragon, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a cucumber soda on your way past the commissary. Hey Doc, I'll be packing up to move. Florida, here I come. Moving to Florida, huh? Quite the adventure there. You're going to find a lot of dangerous anomalies, so be warned. And hey, if you're available on the 25th, then you might be able to come to the Dr. Sherman SCP Foundation meetup at MetroCon Tampa. Nice, giving me a little segue there. Remember, I'm going to be in Tampa, Florida at MetroCon on July 25th, 26th, and 27th. I'll be there all weekend, so maybe you'll run into me. You'll definitely run into me if you're there on Friday at noon, where we are doing an SCP Foundation meetup. Cosplay, Q&A, taking pictures together, some merch to give away. It'll be great. And so, I hope to see you all there. I think it'll be a pretty smashing time. Jonathan, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a strawberry soda on your way past the commissary. Meanwhile, in 1960s, New York's Dr. Sherman. Did I say something in a voice? I might have said something in a voice. I don't even know right now. I'm just getting started and I don't have enough caffeine. Who is Eric? Is not Eric the anomalous toy-making person of interest? Yes, Eric is a mysterious child or teenager who makes anomalous toys. We would very much like to have this anomaly in containment because I'm tired of all these extra anomalies being made. It's very frustrating. All the more work to do. Kyla, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a lemon lime soda on your way past the commissary. Jumps through the door. Surprised! You're right, I am surprised. Congratulations. America, is Eric the one who made 729-J? I know for a fact, Eric's toys are always good-natured. So, I do not believe that Eric would have made that thing. Ugh. Epic Fire Dragon, thank you for donating again. Arriving in August, so I won't be able to make it. Instead, I'm going to get some teriyaki chicken because I'm not drinking cucumber soda. I don't like soda. Okay, well, that's fair if you don't like soda. Cucumber soda is a surprisingly tasty soda. If you've never had it, it's worth a shot. It is surprisingly refreshing. That's why when you go to fancy spas and they have the water with the ice in it, the jar you can open, sometimes they'll put cucumber in it. Cucumber water, cucumber soda, surprisingly good. Didn't expect it, but it was nice. What is your problem with SCP-729-J? Mikey, intern Mikey, just go read that SCP document real quick. You'll know exactly what the problem with is. It's very clear. Materials, intern materials. Welcome to Site42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Need to type something real quick here. Just need to find a link. There you are. And copy and edit. Thumbnail commissioned from Eden Pixel. Save. So, as I continue on, I just want to show you guys what the stream title is all about real quick. As always, I am out here in the streets supporting the SCP community in any ways I can figure, and one of those ways is hobnobbing with artists, saying hello, maybe giving them a commission or a chit-chat. That way, they get some more art made and paid and advertised. That way, they want to hang around the SCP community because, hey, these guys are cool and they pay me and they also like my art a whole bunch. So when people get support, they stick around, and that's part of the things I try to do to help us out. And frickin' A, if the person who made the thumbnail today did not deliver. This is Mr. Hands, the 30-story kaiju battled by the Shark Punching Center in the tale Do Not Go Gentle into That Shark Night that I've been telling you guys about. This is the Shark Punching Center getting their home base, main command center, rocked by a shark kaiju with fists. So, the link to that artist is in the description now. If you ever want to check out their other SCP art, because they make a bunch of SCP art. They made 049, they made 682, they made all the iconic ones, and they're still going through it. So, yes, I have linked that artist in the description now if you would like to check them out later, because, ooh, their art. They also did the George the Chinchilla one that we had a couple weeks ago. And for all the artists out there, Desk and I are still working on the art email. I promise I will devote my full attention to it tomorrow, before we stream. I will have an email set up tomorrow. I will get it. It's going to be good. I promise. This is my swear on the SCP Foundation oath. I will have it set tomorrow. Who is your favorite SCP? Intern Piper, I tell you guys my favorite SCPs at the end of every stream, which as a time check is about 1 hour from now. So if you want to hang out for an hour, you can learn my favorite SCPs there. Or if you want to cheat, you can go to yesterday's stream, because I do it at the end of every stream. It's a tradition. Desk, no. No, Captain Sherman is not coming back tomorrow. No, I will plug in extra Scranton Reality anchors if I have to. Samaj, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. SCP-061-IT, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Go ahead and get yourself a Sprite of a cherry cola on your way past the commissary. How is SCP-682 still alive when 729-J killed him? Not him, it. 682 is an it, not a he, not a she. It is an anomaly, it is not a person, it is an object. So, 682 is an it. Not a he, not a she, an it. Please practice proper pronoun parlance protocols at the Foundation. And, if not, try to use 729-J to kill 682. You know, it worked in that one universe where they tried it. It is a worthy shot. We're just waiting on approval from Site 19 staff, because they're in charge of 682. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Dragging Plague Doctor. Hee hee hee. To where? To where? To where are you dragging the Plague Doctor? Oh, this does not bode well. Thunderbird's fan, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a Pepper Elixir on your way past the commissary. Has anyone seen Dr. Cleft lately? I have his gun. I don't know any Dr. Cleft. Dr. Cleft. No, it's not ringing a bell. Must have a very prominent chin. No. Although, you might be talking about Dr. Clef. Dr. Clef, like the musical Alto Clef, which happens to be his name. Dr. Alto Clef. And in that case, Desk might know where he is. Epic Fire Dragon, thank you for donating again. Okay, cucumber water. I don't like soda. Carbonation plus dragon stomach equals cleanup on aisle dragon vomit. I think what's even worse is that you wrote aisle with only an I instead of aisle with an AI, because that would, AISLE would refer to a store aisle, which, you know, is manageable to clean up. But if it were an island, an aisle of dragon vomit, that would be a very large cleanup opportunity to be sure. So yes, please, I do not want to clean up an island of dragon vomit, please. Commissar Pfeiffer, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a root beer on your way past the commissary. Here, have some rands, Dr. Sherman. Some rands? Some randos? Some random good things? I'm not exactly sure what you mean, but I'll accept them with caution. Hey, Dr. Sherman, is Murphy Law still cool? Momo. It doesn't matter how frustrating I find Murphy Law to contain with all of that entity's pataphysical narrative-changing bullshit. Murphy Law is always cool. Characters limit was at max. That's okay, Epic Fire Dragon. It became a funny parody joke. Therefore, we enjoy it. Typo on purpose or accidental. You gotta think inside the box, and sometimes those limitations lead to hilarity. That's a good way to do it. Frogman says, Murphy Law is dead. Murphy Law is always dead until Murphy Law comes back. I don't trust it. And thank you for donating again to tell me the character limit was max, Epic Fire Dragon. Blizzard, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for being a level 1 researcher. We appreciate your membership and your service. Bunny Lover, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a orange soda on your way past the commissary. Wait, am I free from working for them? Totally not forced. Who wert thou workingst for? What? Quafter, Quasi Quafter, good to see you in the chat, my friend. I love it when the SCP authorship comes to visit. And thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself an orange vanilla cola on your way past the commissary. Ahoy Sherm, Classic Con is underway. Thoughts on the contest so far? Can I count on your upvote when I post mine? So, I've only read one Classic Con entry so far. I just saw it on Twitter. I'm usually getting links from social media. And so I caught Plagues, and Plagues was good. I will need to keep catching up on those things now that I know that it is active, and I'm out of my hole where I can see things. But, Quafter, I know I trust your article quality. While I never guarantee a vote based on personal relationships and knowing things, I am pretty confident I like your work. So I'm going to say like a 90% chance of yes, I'm going to upvote your article, just based on past history of interacting with your work. System Reboot and Army123, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Site 42 staff. And actually, hold up. I'm going back to Quafters. You're the only SCP author who is normally in this chat, so I guarantee I'll upvote you. I don't care. Personal relationships be damned. I'm taking the reins here. That was a joke. I follow honorable voting standards. Foundation Wiki staff, please do not get mad at me. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Not to torture CI. Keeps dragging Plague Doctor. Well, don't let 049 turn them into zombies, because then we would still have to deal with them. So, getting rid of them, sure. But turning them into zombies, no. Bad. Don't do that. SCP-061-IT, thank you for donating again. Vodka party at Chaos Insurgency tomorrow evening. Anyone can join. Location, 200 meters from Site 20. I just might remotely activate their on-site nuke. Because 200 meters is way too close to Site 20. They would not survive. I might consider this an acceptable loss. Commissar Pfeiffer, thank you for donating again. Rands is South African currency. Oh, I see. Thank you for that then. Thank you for the clarification. Much appreciated. I did not know what ZAR is. Now I know. Much obliged, my friend. Badass, glad to see I have a surefire, absolutely positive upvote on my side for purely quality of work related reasons. Wink, wink, wink. 3 winks. That's how you know it's official. Also a good way to survive SCP-173, I am told, even though I don't trust people on that because most people accidentally micro-blink when they blink one eye, and so, unless you practice it really well, they're in danger. Foxpacks & Co., thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a cream soda on your way past the commissary. Update on the chemical situation, Dr. Sherman. It appears the chemical compound was specifically made by Russia, and any Russians that are being affected by it are simply collateral damage. We're sending samples your way. Well, not to get too much into real-world politics, because the Foundation does not normally care for real-world politics. We just contain the anomalous, and that's all. But it does seem like the Russian war front does have a habit of churning their soldiers semi-intentionally, actually. So that does not sound unlikely, and yes, let's test that chemical. Bunny Lover, thank you for donating again. The Shark Punching Center totally didn't force me to work for them. Those guys. Great. Well, how about you just keep an eye on them as a double agent? That'll help us out. Nicholas, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a Dr. Pepper on your way past the commissary. Greetings, Dr. Sherman, from the Pekorska Radius. Some of these anomalies are worse than Reggie giving 999 soda and sugar. Send mobile task force. Oh my god. And by God, in this case, I mean SCP-3305, codename Bread Jesus. That's the god I'm calling out to, because the people who are there in that situation might, in fact, need that healing bread and wine, and having to worship 3305 might be just a unfortunate side effect at that point, because, oof, that sounds bad. Yeah, we'll send a team. Silent Follower, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a raspberry soda on your way past the commissary. Can't stay long, just want to stop and say hello. Have a nice day, Sherman and Desk. Well, have a nice day to you, Silent Follower. Stay well out there. Wreck, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a vanilla soda on your way past the commissary. Any anomaly I can eat. I'm totally not an anomaly. No. You cannot eat our anomalies, because then they will not be contained. We don't destroy anomalies. That includes eating them. Kyla, thank you for donating again. How about a couple or more? No zombies. I said no zombies. Scarlet Fox, the identification number of the tree that won't scream is SCP-4521. SCP-4521 is the tree that won't scream. Trust me, those numbers are tattooed to the interior of my skull with how long I've been trying to make that thing scream. The neurons have burned so brightly that they have tattooed that number into the interior of my head. But don't worry, we'll get the job done. It will scream. Meanwhile, Glitchy, Labubualo, Ash, Bill Cipher 64, and Ageless, welcome all of you to Site 42 staff. We appreciate your subscription. Thunderbirds fan, thank you for donating again. Thanks. Sometimes I spell name wrong and it's hard. Oh, no problem at all. I make fun of typos because they're funny. I mean, we got the whole shark punching center because people kept typing SPC instead of SCP. And so any typo is just an opportunity for comedy if you're creative. So never going to be mad at you about it. Just going to poke fun at you a little. Also, to be fair, there's something about the super chat user interface on YouTube that makes typing really freaking hard. When I send super chats to creators I appreciate, all of a sudden I can't type worth a damn. And I'm a very good typer. I'm on my phone all the gosh darn time. So I'm not a bad typer. The user interface doesn't work, and I blame YouTube. I'm still gonna take advantage and make some fun, but I don't blame you because that is YouTube's problem. Daddy YouTube fucked that up. Bunny Lover, thank you for donating again. These mobile task force are crazy. They still think I'm human. Why would they think that? We've had teams chasing you to contain you for a while because you are in fact anomalous. We wouldn't do that if you were normal human. This does not make sense. SCP-061-IT, thank you for donating again. Can CI help you make scream that tree? The Chaos Insurgency's only way they could help me is a long walk off a short pier. Or a dinner of a barrel of some sort of firearm. The CI can bite me is what I'm saying. Epic Fire Dragon, thank you for donating again. Yeah, when I'm home on PC, it's fine, but on phone, rah. I know. It's not just me. Thank you. Thank you. Other people can confirm super chats have a weird input on mobile. I broke the femur breaker. Space Dream. Why? We need that in case 106 breaches. Call maintenance and get it repaired this instant. And I'm taking it out of your pay. Blausasi, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a limeade on your way past the commissary. Hi. Hi. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Throw something at Plague Doctor. Aid at ACI. Throw something at Plague Doctor made at CI. I think that's another typo. That's just what it is. Unfortunately, I don't know what to do with that one. So just again, no zombies. Intern me and Intern Teeler, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Do you know SCP-11,000? Intern Sherman, there are no SCPs past 8999 right now. So if there's an 11,000, that's a universe I am not familiar with. Vina, Thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a grapefruit soda on your way past the commissary. No idea how I got here, but like, hi. Well, stumbling into the SCP Foundation is not unusual for people. Sometimes you're just living your normal life, and all of a sudden, your mind snaps to attention, there's a dossier on the floor, you've been a sleeper agent for years and you've just been awoken, and now you're getting a briefing on your mission. So, I would suggest you accomplish that mission and report back to base to get debriefed. But, welcome to Consciousness, Agent. Bunny Lover, thank you for donating again. I don't know, they just look at me and say, nah, I'm human. Could it be this entire time you've been lying about being an anomaly? That you are in fact just a normal average human? Some weirdo who got a hold of a phone and then decided to prank a bunch of black site operatives for some strange kicks? Nah, can't be. They'll be back to pick you up. Are you an SCP? Trickster, villain, I can't believe you'd accuse me of such a thing. I am Site Director Dr. Theron Sherman of the SCP Foundation, a completely average and normal human being with no anomalous abilities whatsoever. I mean, come on now. This guy, anomalous? Do you really think that? No, me and my pen are completely normal and non-anomalous. You do not have to worry about that. I mean, hey, just look, the proof is in the pudding. Am I on the SCP database? Do I have an SCP designation? Not at all. And look at me, I work for the Foundation. If I were anomalous, the Foundation would know. For sure. For sure. Soul Hunter, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a crab soda on your way past the commissary. Dr. Clef wants to use 158 on the tree. 158, you say? SCP-158. Large mechanical arm. Soul extractor. Interesting, interesting. 158 soul extractor. It doesn't necessarily look like this is going to help us, because I think if we pull the soul out, then it won't scream. It will in fact stop being able to scream. So likely that's not going to be the way to go. Epic Fire Dragon, thank you for donating again. Anomaly at my work, send the Village Idiots. Well, are the Village Idiots the right team for the job? I mean, if you work in a city, then yes, the Village Idiots might be the right people. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to go on faith. You kind of know what you're talking about most of the time. All right, sending them in. Blausasi, thank you for donating again. Dr. Sherman, a demon just possessed me. And? Do you know what it wants? I mean, you're still talking, so the demon isn't in control. Yeah, get some deets. Tell us what's up. Kyla Tomitsu, thank you for donating again. Stabbing a zombie CI. Oops. In the head, so it stops moving, because we want the zombies gone, because as I said, no zombies! I specifically asked for no zombies, and what am I getting? Zombies. That's the opposite of what I wanted. Why don't we talk about Dr. Blight? I see what you did there. And once a stream, maybe once a couple days, I'll answer this. There's a video on this channel. It's called The Last Death of Dr. Jack Bright. It explains a small summary about why we do not talk about that character at Site 42. If you want to know the answers, that's the video you check out. El Charo del Norte, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a... Grab a grape soda on your way past the commissary. I died yesterday and respawned. Am I an anomaly? Yes. Yes, in that case, yes. You are now... Yes, very. Please report to a containment cell. Bunny Lover, thank you for donating again. Nah, I have power glitches randomly in front of them. Are you like the Invisible Man played by Kel Mitchell in the 90s comedy film Mystery Men? The movie that popularized the song All Star by Smash Mouth? In that you can only use your powers when no one's looking? You know, that is interesting. All right, well, if you just come in for testing, we can work on this. So just go with them. It's fine. Le Hell Jumper and Madam Oz and Miguel and Jake and Canito Pet. All of you, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Soul Hunter, thank you for donating again. We will go with Plan B then. Get the wood chipper. If we destroy the tree, it can't scream. So only put a little in there. A little, just the tip. Vina, thank you for donating again. I've been briefed. I don't feel qualified for this. Listen, we are experts at what we do here. If you were recruited for this task, it was for a damn good reason. You might be the only person qualified for this task. So buck up, Buttercup, and get out there. Cyber Scorpion, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a boysenberry soda on your way past the commissary. I sent some Mr. Hands art, you say. Well, I don't know where it went. I don't see it in any of my inboxes or tags. But reminder, we're still working out the art email, which I will do tomorrow. I will tell you where the fan art gets sent. So we will have a special way to do it. We'll have a special place to do it, all at one place. Unified theory of fan art, coming soon. I promise. You know, I'm glad the streams are nice and earlier now, but that means I can't watch during my weekday shifts anymore. Well, reminder, the early streams probably only going to be on the weekends due to our stakeout location being lost. The weekday streams will probably still be at their normal times. Their very abnormal times. Anazium, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a carrot soda on your way past the commissary. What was that one SCP that was a species of lobsters that steal the physical age of the being that made contact with it? Lobsters that steal the physical age of the being that made contact with it. I'm not familiar, but I could take a deep dive in the wiki and see if I can find it real quick. Lobster. I'll start with simple. Let's start with lobster. How many SCP lobsters are there? All right, so that's a lobster, that's a lobster, that's a lobster, that's a lobster. All right, let's go with lobster age. No, it's not that one. Oh, hell. No, it's not that one. Lobster. So many lobster SCPs. Lobster SCPs all over the place. Is it this one? It is not this one. Is it the next one? This one digests fission reactions. So that's not it. This one that one's a hermit crab, not a lobster. I do not see this anomaly, unfortunately. I'm sorry I cannot find that for you. I hope you to have good luck to find that. Oh, Reagent Lilith. Thank you for gifting 5 Site42 memberships to the Site42 chat. If you get one of those memberships, make sure to thank Reagent Lilith for their generosity. Sherman, hello, my dear friend. How have you been? If you ask me, I've been good, but I just wanted to ask if I could probably draw you. I'm an absolute admirer. Well, Intern Star, I've been well, and I'm glad you're doing well. And yes, you can always draw Dr. Sherman. Entertaining times and art are always a positive here at Site42, so have fun. Hi, Dr. Sherman. I need help with something. A friend of mine is in the SCP Foundation. I'm making an SCP REL gift for her birthday, but my brain is lagging on what to make her. Have any ideas? You're making a gift. You're a doodler, so I imagine art. So my first guess is to draw one of their favorite SCPs or draw their SCP OC or something, because people like art gifts when there's stuff like that. Bro look like Tony Stark. I'll take it. Soul Hunter, thank you for donating again. It laughed a hearty laugh. That's not a scream. That's not a scream! On to the next test. Bunny Lover, thank you for donating again. They aren't coming over or anything, it's funny-ish. That is peculiar, yes. Site42 staff, I do want to let you know you have successfully pushed the like count over the viewer count. Congratulations on your victory this stream. Right now I'm marking it at the 40-minute mark, even though I don't know exactly when it landed, but that's when I noticed it. So, I would suggest continuing to hit the like button so we can drag more people into the Site42 community and signal boost the SCP Foundation even stronger. I salute your efforts, Mobile Task Force Site42, codename Signal Boosters. I make SCP-related candy bracelets. Which one should I do? I can't decide. You should make an SCP-2576 candy bracelet. It is codename Joseph and the Technicolor Dream Goat. And it is a horrifying outsider entity trapped in the body of a rainbow goat. So that's the candy bracelet you would make. I think it will work with the rainbow colors. And then also add some goat paraphernalia to it. Kyla, thank you. Oh, sorry, before I do Kyla's. Gunnarsson, Captain Gunnarsson, thank you for your member message, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself some hot lead soda on your way past the commissary. Greetings, Dr. Sherman. I'm off duty today protecting the O5s. I'm ready to work with Site 42's site director. All right, well, sounds like you keep busy, but yes, it seems to be a quiet day here, so maybe stop by the commissary, grab something, and we'll see if anything pops up today. Now, Kyla, you were saying, thank you for donating again. Figured out why the tags never showed on Twitter. Oh, that's convenient. Glad to hear it. Do you want to tell me why so I can know in the future, maybe fix that problem for someone else? Epic Fire Dragon, thank you for donating again. Okay, village idiots just arrived, and yes, I'm in a big city. All right, excellent. I hope everything does not explode while you're going there. Need Dr. Sherman to tell me to get hot chips from the commissary one day. Sigh. Why? So you can go get hot chips and lie and do crime? Oh, sounds like a fun way to spend a Saturday afternoon. I'll think about it. Are SCPs real? Intern Jab, I hear a voice in my head from regular Sherman. And regular Sherman is telling me to tell you that the SCP Foundation is just a creative writing community and it's not real. All of it is fake and it's just made by a bunch of internet horror authors. And that we don't pretend it's real because then you might end up with kids doing Slender Man stabbings, which is a bad thing. So we don't pretend to be real. We drop kayfabe if someone asks because it's not cool to mislead people. Ugh. I hate when he does that. Pataphysical bastard. Soul Hunter, thank you for donating again. Static noises. Laugh is fun. Static noise. We need to get rid of that broadcast. All right, well, you should get away from that TV that's putting that sound on and lock the door behind you. Oh, okay, I know it's not real. I just want to know what you'd say. Well, you know, I live in a universe where the SCP Foundation is real, but the big guy in the pataphysical layer above me gets really salty about it. So, you know, I gotta appease the elder outsider gods above. Kyla, thank you for donating again. There's literally a spot that says tag people. Well, that almost seems too easy. But, Dr. Singer, what are all the anomalies in Site 42? I'm asking because I'm planning on making an SCP game in Roblox while trying to. My Wi-Fi fucking sucks. Well, part 1 is if you go to my author page on the wiki where I wrote all my SCPs. All of my SCPs are contained at Site 42 for the reference. So that's one way to cheat. Secondarily, you can go to the site facilities page, and there's a Site 42 on there that's not Dr. Sherman Site 42. There is a Dr. Desai's Site 42, and that one holds other anomalies, so you can use those if you want. And then if you type Site 42 SCP and you search the wiki itself, not Google, if you go into the search tab at the top of the webpage and you type Site 42, it'll show you all SCPs that list Site 42. And that would be the quickest way to run it down. There's going to be a ton, I believe. But you can probably pick and choose the ones you want. Cyber Scorpion, thank you for donating again. Again, is this your first donation or second donation? It is your second. Okay, good. I'm on it, sir. Smashes the TV. Well, that's one way to do it. At least we're not going to have any laugh is fun incidents on site today. Time check. Time check, we are at approximately 35 minutes to the end of stream. 35 minutes to the end of stream. Hello, nice to see you today. Signed, Dr. Halo. Well, nice to see you, Dr. Halo. Hope you're doing well. Hi, just stumbled upon this stream. Well, intern Chloe, welcome to Site 42 of the SCP Foundation. If you're interested in the weird, the anomalous, the magical, the mystical, and it being locked in boxes so no one can use it, that's our reason to be. That's our raison d'etre. That's our reason. Cool Man Fight. Thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a key lime soda on your way past the commissary. Dr. Sherman, my favorite video game is Stardew Valley, and how would the SCP Foundation contain the dark ones from the Metro games? Well, Stardew Valley is a very fun and popular game that many people enjoy. And then Metro Dark Ones. What is a Metro Dark One? Sapient species, descended from humans, survived a nuclear apocalypse. Humanimals are also derived from humans, but they're different. Dark Ones serve as driving antagonists. New mutant threat aggressively descending from the surface to home station. What can they do? What can they do? That's what matters to me. They look like really big guys. They're really big guys. But do they have any cool superpowers? Or are they just really big guys, really big guys, really big guys? While I'm looking at this, desk is alerting me. Reagent Lilith, you say you joined and upgraded your membership. It charged you double for captain and didn't even upgrade. Well, that's ridiculous. Unfortunately, I don't have any power to alter that as a creator on this platform. YouTube handles everything to do with memberships. And so I know that if you go to your account on YouTube in the upper right corner of the mobile app, then you can see your memberships and you can adjust them there. I'm not sure exactly what you'll have to do it, but I hope that that helps you as a starting place to find your way to fixing that issue, because that sucks. YouTube needs to get its system together. Now these dark ones. Telepathic powers. They can telepathically communicate. And if they try to communicate with a human, it will destroy their mind. So mind destroying. They can create illusions, shared consciousness. So, unfortunately, it seems like we would need to lock these guys in individual cells. And we would have to, unfortunately, use telekill alloy, which inhibits telekinetic abilities in anomalies. But it has very detrimental side effects. So we don't like using telekill, but it seems like it's our only way right now. Yes, the mind-destroying ability is them trying to communicate but doing it wrong, essentially. But still, they could use it improperly if they wanted to, I'm sure. They could weaponize that. Turn off the filters. Mind fried. Fox Packs & Co., thank you for donating again. Mobile Task Force Solaris 7, Lieutenant Jameson, codenamed Lionheart speaking. We're currently working on rebuilding Freddy's. Well, the building itself at least. It's going fairly well. No one seems to be batting an eye about it. That's good. Keep it incognito, and, I mean, do we really need to be rebuilding the building if we've got the anomalies out? I guess it maintains secrecy if the building's back up, so we'll call it a renovation demolition. I guess that's fair. Keep up the good work. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Tagged proof to you on Twitter. I am sorry to say, I don't have a Twitter notification. It didn't work. I do not know why that didn't work. I thought it would. Ay. This is why we're making the art email, because notifications on social media are finicky. I don't know why I'm not being notified, so yes, the art email will fix this. Vina, thank you for donating again. This anomaly they have me watching is oddly human. Oh, no, don't be fooled, Vina. Human beings sometimes form anomalous abilities due to hereditary issues, or some sort of chemical accident, or some magic interaction with a passing sage or something. There's a million reasons a human could become anomalous, so don't be fooled here. This is still something you've got to keep an eye on. Soul Hunter, thank you for donating again. Laugh is fun, Sherman. Okay, Soul Hunter needs to be taken to medical and amnesticized. We need to clear out that little clog in there. It's my birthday. Well, intern Harrison, happy birthday. If I make an SCP with my own original characters, would that be a mistake if I want to use them outside of SCP stuff? Rinhord, the key here is if you make something and you put it on the SCP Wiki, as soon as you put it on the SCP Wiki and it stays up, no, actually, as soon as you put it on the SCP Wiki, even if it's deleted, it still counts as releasing it via Creative Commons. And that means that you still own your work, but you have granted permission for anybody in the world to reuse your work as long as they credit your original piece, link to it, and credit you as the author. So if you look in any SCP Site 42 video, let's go to a simple reading. Here we go. My reading of SCP-8221, codename Soulless Music and the End of the Human Epoch. So if you look at the description of this video, here inside all of my normal YouTube business that you can read here, you see down at this part, the title of the article, SCP-8221, Soulless Music and the End of the Human Epoch. Written by user Trout Mask Replica. Original text can be found here and a link to the article. I even link their author page, even though I don't technically have to do that with the license. I just think it's nice to link their author page. But then content relating to the SCP Foundation, including the SCP Foundation logo, is licensed under the Creative Commons Share Alike 3.0, and all concepts originate from scpwiki.net. This page's art and graphic design is the work of John Maddox and is released under the same license. So you have to credit the author and the original page, and you have to link it, and you have to release your work via the same license. So you still own the copyright, and you still can monetize the work, but you have to release it via the Creative Commons so other people can reuse your work too. And that's why Amazon and Netflix are never going to make an SCP movie, because they want sole control. They want to be able to make licensors pay to use their work, not free use with credit, which is what the Creative Commons does. And that's why we at Site42 and others in the SCP community are trying to grow our platforms to raise the big budget to make our own indie films, to make our own SCP series. We're going to make our own films with blackjack and hookers. And maybe an SCP film I have will have those as a cheeky reference. But the idea here is that we need to do it indie because the big people will not use it. I hope that answered your question to an understandable situation. Now, time check. We are 20-ish minutes from the end of stream. 20-ish minutes to the end of stream, people. Meanwhile, what was the other thing I saw here that I wanted to answer? What's the thumbnail? Intern Smith, that is Mr. Hands. Mr. Hands is a shark-human kaiju hybrid with Cthulhu tentacles that end in house-sized fist for destroying buildings and eating people. It is the nemesis of the Shark Punching Center. In the tale, do not go gentle into that shark night, which I read last week, and it has become my new hyperfixation of the week. And so I'm trying to get everybody to read it because it's really freaking cool, man. It's a cheesy 90s action flick starring the Shark Punching Center. How can you not like that? It's like Independence Day, but the Shark Punching Center. It's like SCP-5000, but the Shark Punching Center. There's a whole bunch of other SCPs in there. It's so cool, but it's because it's a 90-minute story, no one's read it, because people don't read the long ones. Can SCP-5514 handle Mr. Hands? Frogman, I am pretty sure that Dragon Slayer could take Mr. Hands, but I need to see exactly how big Dragon Slayer is. SCP-5514. Large-scale aggressor. How tall is this mech? Is there a height? I'm not seeing a listed height, at least in the opening description and containment procedures. Give me some specs. Give me some specs. If not, I'm going to have to compare it to a Jaeger from Pacific Rim to see what the size average is. Yeah, they're not listing a height. Control F, height. 2406 is a mechanical automaton 93 meters in height. And so 2406... similar automaton as the most viable means of defense. So they're saying it's similar to a 93 meter bot. Now, just to confirm, how tall are Pacific Rim Jaegers? Pacific Rim Jaegers are 76 meters tall. So, a Jaeger is around 76 meters tall, while the comparable droid that we based the Dragon Slayer on was 93 meters. So, ours is bigger if this is a size contest. Just saying. And so now, Frogman said it's 100 meters. Dragon Slayer's 100 meters. I'll even go with 100. Okay. So we have a 100-meter Dragon Slayer, and Mr. Hands is 30 stories. So how many stories is a meter? Is the last in meters. Okay, so actually, 3 stories to a meter. Mr. Hands and Dragon Slayer are the same size, 100 meters to 99 meters. Now, Dragon Slayer has, Mr. Hands has multiple limbs, which gives it an advantage because it has maybe 6 to 8 arms with fists, so that gives it a limb advantage. Meanwhile, Dragon Slayer, what's its weaponry? You know what? I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna go to a Heroes wiki of this. They're gonna describe it way quicker for me. Heroes wiki, SCP, Dragon Slayer. Omniversal Battlefield wiki. Okay. Let me take a shower after I look at this page. Fandom wikis are wild, man. Okay. Age, classification, pilots, power source, mecha, dimensions, 100 meters. Ah, there we go. So, good. Now, see, you got me interested now. Crap. Town level, capable of fighting an LSA. Generate earthquakes, power enough to create tsunamis. Large town level. Speed, hypersonic. Lifting ability, striking ability, durability, stamina. Range, 100 meters, intelligence, weak as... Cold iron sword, okay. 40-meter blade, so about, yeah, almost half its height. A railgun that uses anomalously altered gravity to both fire and aim at targets. Rounded recoiling plasma. A hat which can be removed for range combat. I'm going to go with the winner here is Dragon Slayer. Because here's the problem. The Shark Punching Center was at a disadvantage against Mr. Hands because they are very, very strongly religious against utilizing anomalies, or what they call deviants. So the Shark Punching Center resists using deviants, and that means that they had to fight this thing with submarines shooting harpoons on ropes, and then they deployed some lawn flamingos, SCP-1507, which helped, but it was kind of a weak attack comparatively. And all they had to do to defeat Mr. Hands was destroy its ruby eye. If they destroy its ruby eye, then they would have been able to easily win. And they had to use an anomalous glove to do a tricky punch and to get up to the eyeball and then punch it out. Our railgun would have done it very easily. Our sword would have destroyed the gem very easily. So, the end of the day here is Dragon Slayer sweeps. Easy win. Doesn't make Mr. Hands less cool, though. Mr. Hands is a cool fucking kaiju. Do not get me wrong. Okay, hot damn. I've got 18 minutes, and I've got to get through these donos real quick. So, speed round. Cool Man Fight, thank you for donating again. My favorite stiff drink is rum and cola and brandy. I don't remember the bodies in the lake, and I don't remember the bodies in space. Don't recognize them. That's the important thing. Remembering, not as important as not recognizing. I have never had a rum and cola and brandy. Obviously, I like a good rum and cola. I am from the pirate capital of the country, and so I enjoy a good pirate beverage from now and again, but I've never put brandy in it. I'm interested in trying this combination. Next, Vina, thank you for donating again. It won't stop looking at me. I think it hears you. Well, put your headphones in so you're not listening to it on a speaker. Then it won't hear me anymore. Chaos, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a sarsaparilla on your way past the commissary. How are some of these normal-ass animals not SCPs? Horses run on their fingers, and platypi and pangolins exist. Well, if we discovered them in the early days, back in the 1700s, 1600s or earlier, we might have thought they were anomalous. Don't get us wrong, we might have not thought they were natural and contained them. Some of these animals we contain might just be normal. Probably not. We're pretty good at our jobs by now. Mallow, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself, well, you can't drink because you're intangible, so you don't get anything from the commissary. But if you are capable, then you can have a Coke at the commissary. I got your account essay on your creditor card, Dr. Sherman. What are you going to buy? You can't move. What are you going to buy? You're intangible. You can't touch things. What do you want? I'm done with my fan art woo. Dr. Sherman, where do I put this? Intern star, tomorrow during stream, I will announce the fan art email. We will get it done tomorrow. And so that is where you pay attention tomorrow. Watch tomorrow's stream. I will get it. I'll try to put it right at the start. That way you can just start the stream and see it easily. You don't have to go hunting for it. Raccoon Dog, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a cherry vanilla cola on your way past the commissary. Thanks for being here, Doc. It's always great to see you. Hey, thank you kindly. I appreciate it. I'm doing my best, and I'm glad you guys appreciate it, all of you. We're maintaining our sanity through the insane here at the Foundation. Ender Attack, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a bacon soda on your way past the commissary. If 049 got a partial face change, would that nullify its effect for that area of its face? You must be talking about SCP-096, the Shy Guy, because 049 has nothing weird about its face except for that its face is a beak, that is a mask, that is also its face, which is weird. But you must have meant 096, and I would say yes, because it cares about its current face and pictures of its face count. So if you gave it, say, a facelift, if you changed its face somehow without looking at it, then I would assume that you could now look at its new face fine. The problem is it still hates its old face, and pictures of its old face would still activate it. Maybe. Eris Cupido, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a blackberry soda on your way past the commissary. Hey, Dr. and all, much love. Dr. Opinion on 5208. Well, hello to ya. And Desk has this pulled up for me back in the back channels. Adult content, explicit depiction of sexual acts. SCP-5208, codename part of your balanced breakfast. All right, cadets, be aware of what you are intaking. This is an adult content splash. Be cautious. What do I think about this? Collective designation for series of events anomalies related to 52808-Omega, an Abrahamic thaumaturge and scientist by the name of John Harvey Kellogg. Oh, God. Kellogg and his anti-masturbation cereal. In case you don't know, that's why cornflakes were invented. Because they were supposed to be bland and keep people from wanking. Frickin' weirdo. That's a true story. That's not an SCP story. That's real life. Well, this is certainly something, man. I'm glad they burned down, and I hope they burn in hell. Why not? Thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a cane sugar soda on your way past the commissary. Hello, Mallow. Are you here often? I mean, I don't want to make that weird or anything, but you're kind of cute. Anyway, I invited a friend. Invoke Spanton. No fraternizing with the Anomalies. Stop it. Bad, why not? Bad. We do not fraternize with the Anomalies. Oh my God, an SCP stream. Yay. Intern Nina, welcome to our Site 42 daily stream. We stream daily to talk about the SCP Foundation. Welcome. Good to see you. Aether, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a rutabaga soda on your way past the commissary. Hey, Dr. Sherman, Captain Aether here. We seem to be having a bit of an issue with the power down here in heavy containment, and I'm arms deep in these fuse boxes. I don't get paid enough for maintaining work. Yeah, you should call the maintenance team. You should not be doing that. That's not your job. They are supposed to be doing that. Where the hell are they? Instead of trying to fix it yourself, go find them. Eris Cupido, thank you for donating again. Dr. Sherman, after my back isn't broken and I've had operations to fix scoliosis, I won't catch these late early streams. 3:46 a.m. Perth time as I type this. Oof. Well, it's good to have you as you are present now. I hope that you recover quickly for your own sake, as much as it is nice to have you around. And yeah, in that case, I hope we see you more around the video comments, since the stream timing on the opposite side of the world is not conducive to your time. Pardon. What does Mr. Hands have to do with SCPs? Red Avocado, good question. The Shark Punching Center, as in SPC, is a typo that became a running joke, that became a whole canon of the SCP Foundation universe. And so, while we focus on the SCP Foundation part of the universe, I like to diversify, talk about the other groups of interest. That way people get a larger look at the wider universe of the SCP Foundation. So, of course, there's the Church of the Broken God, and the Sarkics, and the Chaos Insurgency is very popular, despite being douchebags. The Global Occult Coalition, despite being slightly lesser douchebags. And the Shark Punching Center is one of my favorites because they're just really funny. And I enjoy the humor of watching them do their punching of sharks. Intern Fink, Intern GT, and Intern Random. Welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Bunny Lover, thank you for donating again. Help, the Motaskers are flirting with me, holding cross. Tell them that Dr. Sherman said don't fraternize with anomalies. And if they do, I will court-martial them. The Bag of Infinite Cheese. No, Thunderman, you've got that incorrect. The SCP is a bag of infinite potatoes. That's the infinite bag of food we have. We have a bag of infinite potatoes. I think it's like 1608 or something. SCP bag of potatoes. 1689 is the bag of potatoes. 1689 is the bag of potatoes. All right, Site 42 staff, we are in the last 9 minutes of stream, so your questions you want, get them in now. Dr. Sherman, if you had a circus name or like a performer name, what would it be? I need this for other GOI versions of you and doing my 2 faves first before reading the other ones and doing them. So if I were to be in a circus, I would verily be the ringmaster. That's what I know. And so I don't know a good circus name, but if knowing that I would definitely be the ringmaster of a circus helps you to find one, I hope that does good. You say potatoes makes it sound like you're trying to avoid saying it wrong. No, Alki, I just enjoy a little Lord of the Rings humor from now and again. Potatoes. What time does tomorrow's stream start? Also, Dr. Sherman, you look like Tony Stark. This is why you're my favorite, huh? So I have no idea what time tomorrow's stream is going to start. Monday through Thursday, stream time is kind of random depending on the time of day and the tests I have to run that day. So it's always make sure you have that bell hit because we never really know on the weekdays. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's a little closer that it'll be around the 10 to 11 o'clock start time Pacific time. But again, that's even still flexible. My schedule's a little rough. I'm already subscribed to you, but can I be called Infinite Dragon? I like being a dragon. I like dragons, so they're any dragon SCP except for the paper dragon, because that's pathetic for a dragon. So, if you want to be called Infinite Dragon, I promise you it will be much easier if you change your nickname on YouTube to that. Because my problem is that I see the username and I call the username I see. And there's so many of you, I can't remember everyone's off nickname from there. So definitely change your username. That'll make that a lot more likely to happen. Meanwhile, there are a lot of SCP dragon people in our chat for some reason. We seem to be a hub for attracting dragon anomalies in our chat. SCP-3844 is a dragon. 7629 has a dragon form. That seems to be the dragon listings that we have. Desk is saying that Dr. Sherman's ringmaster would be called Shermazo, like Amazo. Shermazo. Not bad. Not bad. Buddy Lover, thank you for donating again. They said, excuse my language, F you, doc, help. I'm going to demote them to D class. And then I'm going to feed them an infinite supply of SCP-3307's cornucopia-ass food. Tell them that. See what they say. Rebel Commander, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab a blue milk soda on your way past the commissary. If Fight Club leaks, blame it on the newest hire. What Fight Club? There's no Fight Club. There is no SCP Fight Club. That is, in fact, not a thing that exists at all in the second floor gymnasium of the 7G wing. There's no SCP Fight Club, so we don't have to talk about it because it doesn't exist. Eris Cupido, thank you for donating again. Non-SCP question, Dr. Sherman. I would like to know your personal favorite. Savory food, sweet food, and alcoholic beverage. I'll be there in the video comments. Savory food? I'm going to go with... I'm a big fan of steak. Sweet food? I'm going to go with... I'm going to go key lime pie. And then alcoholic beverage, bourbon. There we go. And also, Eris Cupido, thank you for 10 Site42 gifted memberships. Hot diggity dang. And if you got one of those gifted memberships, make sure you thank Eris Cupido for their generosity. Now, we have hit the end of stream, people. We have hit the end of stream. I got to get off and do my tests for the day. So, first things first, remember, SCP IRL meetup at MetroCon Tampa, July 25th, Friday at noon. Friday at noon, I have a panel room. It's official. It is on the MetroCon schedule. We will be there. Cosplay photos, Q&A, hanging out, talking about the SCP Foundation universe. It's going to be awesome. If you can make it, that's great. If not, look forward to future meetups. The bigger the channel gets, the more I can take Site42 on the road. So I appreciate your service in this manner because we're going to have a good time with it. Secondly, as always, at the end of stream, we talk about my favorite SCPs. Of course, I'm not going to tell you my favorite SCPs or the SCPs I wrote. That's cheating. Instead, you can read the SCPs I wrote on the Sherm's Site42 hub and author page on the SCP Wiki database. There you can read all the SCPs I wrote, and you'll find some donation links. You can become a Site42 patron or a YouTube channel member if you want to do monthly donations. You can do a YouTube super chat or a Ko-Fi donation if you want to do a one-time donation. Hell, you could get a cameo and make me record a short video for you for your friend's birthday or something, or your birthday or something. All of these ways you can donate, we appreciate it greatly. It is the most direct way to help us grow Site42. It helps me, Charles, Synth, and Desk keep the lights on. Or if you can't donate directly, that's okay, because as long as you're here in the chat, doing all those YouTube things like liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and chatting, then you're a member of Mobile Task Force Sci-42, codename Signal Boosters. And you're helping with our mission of growing Site42, and then we direct those signal boosters to SCP films, SCP games, SCP art that's being made, whatever we can, boost them, give them attention, get them money. That way, we can make the SCP community strong. The more people we get wrapped up in this mess, the more likely we get SCP films and games. So that's what I'm working for, and Signal Boosters, I salute you and your service in helping me with this goal. Now, my favorite SCPs in no particular order. SCP-3999, SCP-3043, SCP-008-J, SCP-Spooky-J, SCP-5031, SCP-5175, SCP-5320, and SCP-8980. That one's a rough one. Content warning. Well, fast round. 3999-304-308-J-Spooky-J503151755320 and 8980. Content warning on the last one, because it's a rough read. Now, last donations that came in the last second. Aether, thank you for donating again. The maintenance quit this morning, apparently. The other guards kept causing problems for them. So we need to hire more maintenance guys. I'll do that when I get back to my office. Bunny Lover, thank you for donating again. They said you'll never catch them alive, and I'm theirs. Oh, they're gonna fuck around and find out, huh? Well, I'll also handle that when I get to my office. Eris Cupido, thank you for donating again. No Perth IRL meetup, sadly. Much love to all. Hey, I have not done a lot of international travel in my life. Maybe it is time to take some international trips. It could be fun. So, don't count it out in the future. Obviously, bigger cities are easier than smaller ones. But hey, let's take this show on the road. I would love to do it. Let's keep growing the channel. We'll make this happen. So with that, as always, I am Dr. Theron Sherman, Site Director of Site 42. This has been another coffee break with Dr. Sherman, a subsidiary of the Anomalous broadcast from Site 42. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. Be safe, be well, and as always, secure, contain, protect. I'll see you in the next one. As the son of a sailor, I went out on the sea for adventure, expanding the view of the captain and crew like a man just released from indenture. As a dreamer of dreams and a traveling man, I have chalked up many a mile, read dozens of books about heroes and crooks, and I learned much from both of their styles. Son of a son, son of a son, son of a son of a sailor, son of a gun, load the last ton, one step ahead of the jailer.